for being here with me today. My name's Vera. I'm a health and wellness instructor from Stonebridge Community Services, and today I'm here with a gentle Pilates mat workout that focuses on core strength. So let's get started. We're going to start by lying on our backs with our knees bent and our hips nice and level through the back, tailbone down. And then from here we're going to walk the heels in towards your bottom, and then let's bring our thumbs up and press our hands down towards our heels. And now we're going to arch one arm overhead. So we're going to let one arm just start to come over. If there's a point that it hurts, that's where you stop. But if you can, all the way down to the ground, whatever works for you. The other hand we're going to push down, down, down towards the heel, and then this hand we're going to push up, up, up towards the wall that's over your head. And now let's just alternate. So we're going to switch. One arm comes up and the other arm comes down. And then lengthen. See if you can reach your heels and reach way, way, way over your head like there's something just out of reach. And switch. One arm up, one arm down. Reach. Nice long stretch. Feel the opening through those tight muscles in your back. And one more time, switch. Perfect, well done. And now we're going to let both arms come overhead. And from here, let's just make some figure eights. Loosen up those wrists. 3, 4, 5, one more. Perfect. And now elbows down to the ground with that bend arm, and just going to press, press, press the elbows. And as you press your elbows into the floor, make a little double chin and gently press your head into the floor. So now it's all about posture, just trying to open up through the chest and shoulders. Everything in our life, computers, when we cook, it's in front and in the center. We always have our arms up here, so we want a chance to just let our shoulders open up and settle and really work on our posture. And if there's no pain, we're going to just let our arms rotate up. And then see if you can press the back of your hands into the floor. If that's not comfortable, find a happy place. It might be tucking in. It might mean that your hands are up a little higher. Whatever works for you. Just work wherever you can and stay in that pain-free zone. And then from here, just see if you can tuck those elbows down towards your ribs without letting your back arch. Make everything stay heavy through the back of your ribs, and then slide overhead. So again, just working on our posture and our shoulder mobility as we lower and lift the arms. And let's do that one more time, sliding down into that W position. And then from here, we're going to let one leg float up. And we're just going to put that hand right on top of the knees. And as we press down into the hands, we're going to pull up with the knee towards our nose. And you should feel a little bit of engagement through your core. That's what we're going for here. Just waking up those abdominal muscles. They're really important to protect our back. And relax. And one more time, big breath in. Make sure you breathe when you do these exercises. These are isometrics. It means nothing's moving here, so we can't hurt anything. But we tend with these type of exercise to go, and that's really not a good way to do the exercise. It's fake stabilization, and we can raise our blood pressure. So make sure you're breathing nice, deep exhalations as you push into the knee and let the knee push into your hands. And relax. Let's do that 2 more times. Knee into hand, hand into knee. Perfect. And those deep, deep breaths. And relax. And one more time, just going to push and pull. Well done. And let's let that leg relax and switch sides. So again, we're going to push into the knee, and then we're going to let that knee try to push the hand up. And breathe. Nice, deep breaths. Hold it there. And relax. And then again, push. Hands into the knees, and then the knees push up towards your nose. And relax. Let's do that 2 more times. Push, relax your neck and shoulders. Try not to bring the tension up there. And relax. 1 more time. Press knees into hands and hands into knees. Hold it there for 4 and 3 and 2 and release. Well done. Should be waking up that core now. From here, we're going to bring that one knee, so switching again, let the first knee just float up. And now I just want to focus on keeping your ribs nice and heavy as we point the toe and let it come down towards the mat and up. And so we're just going to lower down, and the goal is that our back doesn't change, so there's no movement in the back as we come up and down. If you feel your ribs start to lift up, it's not about touching the floor, it's about finding that point. So if your back started to arch here, this is where you'd stop. You find that point that you can go without that back changing. If you wanted to make that harder, you would just take that foot further away from your bottom. That would be a little bit more of a challenge. So you find the right place for you. 2. Let's go 1 more. And 1. Now that foot can stay down, and we'll switch sides. So let that leg float up. We want to cinch the waist so that we're using the abs to stabilize as we move that leg down towards the floor. Trying to keep the ribs nice and still without any change in your low back. And 2. And you decide if the foot comes down closer to your bottom, it's going to be easier, and further away is going to be a little harder. So you find the place that's right for you. We want to challenge ourselves, but we never want to work in a dangerous zone. So we should never feel that back lift off the mat. 2 more. And just very last 1. Perfect, that foot can stay down. Gonna switch the first leg again. And now, if that was a hard exercise, that's your exercise. So stay with just the leg. If you feel like you can do more, we're gonna bring the opposite hand across to the knee. And then from here, we're just going to press that knee into the hand. Now you should feel a little more oblique. And relax. Obliques are just the muscles on the side. And press. And relax. 1 more time, press. And now if you can, when that leg comes down, we're going to lift that arm overhead. Still paying attention to your bottom ribs and making certain they're not lifting away from the mat. And up. And 2. Lengthening, stretching that arm away. And in. And 3. And again, you want to make it harder. That foot just goes further away. And 1 more. And 4. Perfect. That foot can stay down. We're going to switch sides and reach across. We're going to press into that knee and then press the knee into the hand and relax. And press. And relax. 1 more time. Press. And now we're going to start by lowering that foot towards the floor. And as we do, the arm just reaches overhead. And tap. And 2. And tap. And reach. You can let the arm go all the way down if that works for you. If you don't feel any change in your back. Let's go 2 more. And up. And very last 1. Perfect. That foot can stay down. Now we're going to bring both of our knees together and just try to gently press your knees together and see if you can get a connection in those inner thighs. And relax. And now connect inner thighs and squeeze glutes, keeping that tailbone heavy. Make sure you're not going to overuse the hamstrings and lift your bum up yet. Want to just squeeze with low back pain. So the more often you can just wake up the glutes and think about that squeeze throughout the day, the more protection you'll have for your back. So it's just that squeeze and relax. Perfect. Let's walk the hands down towards the feet one more time. Let's let our feet go just a little bit wider right now, just so we have a little better base of support. We still want to squeeze the glutes, and we're going to lift the hips up. This time we have a little energy in our toes, because if I push right into my heels, it's going to go right up my hamstrings. So a little energy in the toes, just holding it there for 4 and 3 and 2, and then just gently lower it down. Big breath in to prepare. Exhale, squeeze glutes, energy in the toes, and lift up into that bridge position, holding it there for 4 and 3 and 2 and down. And squeeze glutes and lift. Hold it here for 4 and 3. We're almost there. Just 2 more. And down. 1 more. This is a really important exercise. One of the top 5 for back care. Squeeze glutes, lift and hold. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and down we go. Perfect. From here, we're going to let one leg float up and then the other. Let's bring our knees into our chest and just give our low back a little shake. I want everything to just loosen up and relax here. And then when you're ready, let's bring our arms all the way up to the side. We're going to hold an imaginary $100 bill between the knees as we let the knees fall to one side, trying to keep that opposite shoulder heavy, heavy, heavy. And then try to keep that energy in the inner thighs so knees are pressing together as we roll up and over to the other side, just wherever it's okay for you to go. But we want to keep the shoulders down, nice and flat. And then when you're ready, up and over. And just one more time, up and over. Perfect, and back to the center, and we'll bring the arms all the way down, and now some bicycles just to really wake up those abs, and we're going to lift one foot all the way up, bottom ribs are anchored to your mat as you lower that leg down. As soon as you feel like your back's changing, that's where you stop, and then let that leg come in, the other leg reaches out, long, long leg, lowering it down to that point that you can go without a change in your back. And we'll just keep going with that nice long legs. We can't reach the pedals. Perfect. Just lowering down to that point that you can go without feeling like your back's moving or arching. Make sure you breathe. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Give your legs a little shake. They've been working hard. And then when you're ready, let's just hold behind one leg and bring ourselves up to that seated position. And now we want to sit nice and tall on our sitting bones and roll the shoulders back. And then from here, we're going to bring our arms all the way up. And I just want to squeeze the elbows like you're trying to touch them together behind the back. And lengthen out. And squeeze. And lengthen. Let's go 2 more. Just going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. And relax. And one more time, squeeze. And relax. And now we're going to keep the elbows safe. Pretend you don't have any elbows and retract from the shoulder. And reach. And retract. And reach. One more. And now we've got our shoulders nice and wide as we tuck our tailbone forward and start to lean back. And now think about squeezing your inner thighs together and pushing into your heels to come up. Sitting tall on the sitting bones. And now let's just tuck that tailbone forward and lean back to whatever point it's okay for you. And then squeeze inner thighs, press into the heels, up we go. Tuck the tailbone forward, lean back, hold it there and breathe, and then press into the heel and come up. Just one more time, we're gonna lean back to that point that you feel challenged. Squeeze inner thighs, up we go. And now this time we're gonna let ourselves lower all the way down to the floor. So nice controlled movement, really scooping in through the abs, low back, middle back, shoulders, and heads last. And then when you get down here, let's roll over so that you're facing me. And we just want to work those muscles between the ribs and the hips. So let's glue the heels and balls of the feet together. And we're going to lift, excuse me, both legs up. Hold it there for 4. Relax the neck for 3 and 2 and down. And squeeze, lift, and hold. 4. Again, working those muscles between the ribs and the hips on your side. And down. One more time, squeeze, lift, and hold, relaxing your neck, 4, and 3, and 2, and down. Nice work. From here, we're going to bend the knees in, hips and belly button facing forward as we open, and let's just hold it there. Open as far as you can without your torso rolling, and release. And open, hold it there for 4, and 3, and 2, and down. One more time, open and hold, 4, and 3, and 2, and down. Now we're going to lift the heels and let that knee slide forward until it touches the floor. And then really pull your toes back, and with your heel, you're going to imagine pushing that ceiling away. And now knees down towards the floor. And then press, 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 raise the roof, and down. And lifting away, and knees down. Just 2 more. Reach, and down. And very last one. And down. Good job. From here, let's roll over onto our belly. And I always want to work posture when we can. So from here, let's bring one hand, just a little fist underneath your forehead, and the other arm out to the side. And now we're going to let that arm just lift and lower. It's going to be a little bit easier if your knuckles facing the ceiling, a little harder if the thumb's facing the ceiling. And just 2 more. And very last one. Perfect. Let's switch to the other side. So just one hand under for support, or a pillow if you have one. Arm out to the side. We're just going to lift and lower. And 2. So just working on getting the shoulder blade to move and some arm mobility. 2 more. And very last one. Perfect. From here we're going to slide the elbows all the way back, right to your rib cage. We're going to, even though we have our hands here, we're trying not to use them or use them as little as possible. We want to give ourselves a double chin and let our nose look down at the floor. You never want that neck cranked into you looking towards the wall in front of you. And then from here, we're thinking about using the muscles of our upper thoracic or rib cage to lift us up into that spinal extension. Again, hands are light. And down. And up. And down. So really working on that good posture as we come up and down. And just one more more time, up and hold, 4 and 3 and 2 and down. Well done. Let's roll over to that other side. So now our head's going to be on the other side. We'll start with that double leg lift. If it's not comfortable for you to have your hand up here under your head, feel free to have a pillow with you every time you join me. We're going to go heels and balls of the feet together, just engaging those inner thighs. So trying to imagine that $100 bill as we lift up, relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Hold it there for 4 and 3 and 2 and down. And then squeeze, lift, and hold. 4 and 3 and 2 and down. One more time. So we're really working those muscles. We want to get our abs from all different directions, front and side, and then our back muscles. So we're trying to get our core every way we can. And perfect. And then from here, we're just going to bend the knees for the clams. We're going to open the knees up, trying to keep the hips facing forward as we hold. Open, 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 and down. Really working those deep set of glutes, which help protect our back as we open the knees and hold, relaxing your neck. And down. Now let's go one more time. Open and hold. Hold it there for 4 and 3 and 2 and down. And our knees together and heels up. We're going to slide that knee forward until it hits the floor, and then see if you can push the roof away with that heel. And down. And 2. And down. Let's go 2 more. And down. And very last one, press. And down. Nice job. You can give it a little massage. And then when you're ready, let's roll onto our back. We're almost finished here. And let's start by reaching one leg all the way out and pushing that heel right across the room. See if you can feel yourself lengthen through that hip. And we're going to lift that heel up about knee height and then point the toe and lengthen down. Press into the heel and up we go. Reach the toe and down. Press into the heel and up. Reach the toe and down. 2 more. Heels and toes. Very last one. Heels and toes. Good job. Just switch sides. Press that heel out right across the room. Let's press into the heel and come up, staying even through the back of the hip and lengthen and down. Press into the heels and lift. Reach the toes and lengthen. We've got 2 more. Heels and toes. And very last one, heels up and toes down. Nice job. From here, we're going to slide that heel in. And I'm going to just finish with a nice stretch. So let's bring our arms out to the side and let the knees fall over to one side. So a low back release. And if your knees are to your left, we're just going to look over the hands to our right. And now just using your core to let the knees sway up and over to the other side. And as the knees roll up and over, we'll look the other way. And now think about your arms being as far away from each other as they can, so really creating that length through your upper body and opening through the chest as we roll through the knees. Just 2 more times, lifting away. And 1 more time, and looking away. Perfect. Back to the center. We're going to let one knee come in towards the chest. Give it a big squeeze. Straighten that leg out as much as you can. And then let's just hold it there. Nice deep breaths as we make some ankle circles. 2, Now big breath in, just see if you can straighten that leg a little teeny bit more. And then let's pop it up nice and straight. Nice deep breath. And release. And lower down. Switch sides. Gonna hug that leg into the chest. Pull your toes back, straighten as much as you can. And again, remember, it's never gonna be perfectly straight on this stretch, and that's okay. It's all about that tight knee side of the hamstring. And then when you're ready, 3 circles. Big, big, big circles. Try to get full range of motion in those ankles and reverse. 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Now let's see if we can push into the heel and straighten that leg out. Big breath in and draw that straight leg in towards the chest. Couple more deep breaths here. Check your body for any tension. And if you find any tension, breathe into it and let it go. I just want to thank you again for being here with me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, stay strong and enjoy. Bye-bye.